So why don't we start by everybody rising, and let's prepare ourselves to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and that can be our opening ceremony tonight. Everybody attention. Make your salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. So we have a couple quick things that we're going to do as a joint session, and then we're going to break out into our separate sessions, okay? So Stephen Itzikowski is our brand new DE, or District Executive. Is that the right title, Steve? Yeah. You're not District Director, are you? Not yet, that's the goal, okay. So he's a District Executive, and we usually ask our District Executive to just bring us up to speed on where our district stands in terms of the goals. And the goals are usually membership and fundraising and advancement. So, Stephen, you want to just tell us where we're at?
So, at the end of last year, we had raised, I believe, 88% of our overall Friends of Scouting goal, combined family and community. We're already off to a very good start this year. We're at 23% of our overall goal for Friends of Scouting, and we've raised over $15,000 on our family campaign so far. Membership at the end of last year, we finished with 1,655 youth and 61 units. We were down just a little bit in individual youth, but overall we were up in units, and it was a very good year.
Great. Thank you. And then what Stephen's also doing for us is he's sending out an advancement report. Every month we'll get an advancement report, and it shows every unit in the district and what kind of advancements you've had year to date for whatever month he does it. So he gave us one from January, and I turned it into a PDF, and what we're going to do, or you turn it into a PDF, I think. Did you bring some copies along?
I have a couple of paper copies.
He has a couple of paper copies, but we'll send it to you via email so you can see. And what I'd recommend you do is look for your unit on here, and when it says Troop 530, you had 25 Eagles last month. Then you say, yep, that's right, or it's not right, whatever. Oh, 26, that's right, I was wrong. So you can look at it and you can kind of get a sense of how accurate it is, and it seems to be pretty darn accurate now. It told us, as of last year, Cheryl, you said what, we had 44 Eagles that you handled? So Cheryl handled 44 Eagles. By the way, let's give her a round of applause for that. And the report said the same thing, so we know that part is right on. I'm guessing the others are right on too. So we'll send this to you as a PDF. You can look, just check your unit, see how you're doing, okay?
Does that include cups?
Does that include what? Cups, yes. There's a whole section for the packs, yes. Then we're looking for one person to help us out. We have, as a district, we have a Facebook page. I am not a Facebook person. I know nothing about Facebook, really. I know a little bit. When somebody dings me, I see it, and there I can get to it. But I'm not a Facebook person. I'm looking for somebody who says, you know, I'm pretty comfortable. Let me give you some advice, John and gang, and maybe come talk to our February roundtable. Just stand up here for 2 seconds and just say, here are some things you can do on Facebook, and show us how to make your favorites marked, and how to like Troop 5. I mean, not Troop 5. Yeah, Troop 530, but how to like the Root River District's Facebook page and things like that. I'm not comfortable doing that. So if anybody's comfortable, maybe come see me afterwards, raise a hand, say, sure, I can help you out there, John. If nothing else, teach me, and I'll do it once I'm taught, okay?
That was meant for Don. What?
Okay.
Unlike
I'm paying attention to that.
Is there any other announcement or anything else that we need to talk about while we're all together?
Yes, I got something real quick.
Okay. Tom Brzezicki, the Cub Scout Roundtable Commissioner?
Quick FOS.
Okay. Johnny has,
John will do his quick FOS commercial.
Yeah.
John Unger's our FOS coordinator, Friends of Scouting coordinator for the district. Go ahead, John.
Filling in on what Stephen had mentioned, FOS, like he said, is about 15,000, which is about a third of the way to our goal already. So looking good, but I can still use some filling in on some of these other units, packs and units and crews, and I've talked to some of them, like Wade and Nat, about some of their units. So
Filling in means you're looking
Yeah.
for dates, right?
Dates.
What date
We
are you
have
guys going to have
presentations.
your
So
presentation?
just double check with me, And on your people that are doing any type of follow-up, maybe Chris, or for your guys that I've already done, try to make sure that we do a little follow-up, and if we can't help meet your goal from your unit-specific goal, that'd be great. So, thank you very much. Any questions? I'm right here.
Okay, real quick, we have the district dinner coming up in a couple of weeks, and I just talked to Steve, and we can't seem to find any District Award of Merit or Youth Service to Youth nominations. So, if you have nominated somebody, let us know and we'll dig further. If you have not nominated somebody, maybe you should nominate somebody. This is a great way to thank the leaders in your troop or pack or venture crew for all they have done for you. The service to youth is not just for scout leaders. It is for anybody in your community that you feel has gone above and beyond with serving the youth and in their community. The District Award of Merit is a little harder. That is for scouters only. Typically it is for service to the district. So if you've got somebody in your group that has helped out at a lot of district events and really just, you feel deserves a recognition of that award, please fill the paperwork out and get it to Steve, and we will review it but we need this like really, really fast. Because district dinner is when, Lisa?
Sunday, February 1st.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about it. I have the flyers.
Okay.
It's also online. I know what everybody's thinking.
Yeah, okay.
But you wouldn't have to cook. Nice barbecue dinner will get you out of there quickly. You can go home and your belly will be full.
Okay. Do you want to stand up and introduce yourselves?
So, I'm Lisa Marshall, district dinner.
Lisa Marshall's chairing the district dinner.
So February 1st. I have the flyers here. We're going to be doing ribs and chicken and macaroni and cheese, a vegetable, and a dessert of your choice. $25 per person. It'll be at Joey Gerard's. Okay, start at 6 for a social half hour, 6:30 for dinner. Okay. The forms are also live online if you want to sign up online as well. Okay. Grab them if you need them.
Thank you. Maybe at one of the back tables there, Lisa. Thanks. On the way out, grab one and sign up. Tim Sachka.
Hello everybody, if you don't know me, I'm the District Commissioner for Root River, newly minted, loving it. Welcome to 2015. This is going to be a fantastic year. I can see it in your eyes. You're like, I want to do scouting. I want our boys and our girls and all of our scouts to do the best we can do for those scouts. And to do that, there's a few things that I hope that you're committing to as part of your New Year's resolutions. And that is to say, get a lot of paperwork done on time, get some of your training done on time, and some of your committee and parents to get their training done. It's very important this year to do it. We have new tools coming out for unit commissioners that we're going to be using. So we're going to be a little bit more active in this coming year. And also, as some of you have it now, the unit charters are out here, and there's a box of them. We've only had about half of them taken. You only have a little over a month and a half to get them done. National is coming down on us a little bit harder this year than the last year, and there's going to be more consequences, which means things like not being able to register for camps, not being able to get insurance for doing your trips. A lot of consequences for not having a registered unit. And we all know that we want the kids to have the best experience possible doing scouting. We really want it to happen. So besides that, from a commissioner standpoint, we'll be meeting here before the meetings at 6:30. So if you want to come find out what unit commissioner is about and what we talk about, it's just a simple, quick 20 minutes before the meeting. We'll cover the areas that we need to talk to and what we need to do to communicate to the units. And then also for additional training for the unit commissioners, there's our 5-star university training, which was supposed to be Saturday, has been canceled, unfortunately. But there is a great opportunity to go to the Lord Baden-Powell University in March. And I'll have more information about that coming up. So if you want to learn more about scouting and about commissioners, that is an excellent opportunity to go for that too. So that's all. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, see me afterwards, or you can always contact me through website and emails and such. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Is there anything else that we need to do while everybody's in the room? District level? I think we're ready to split then. So Cub Scouts, you're heading back to the room, I think, just behind Tom, right?
Yes.
107? Okay. Cub leaders, follow Tom. It's good to see you. It's good to see this many Cub leaders because there's going to be a lot of change this year, right? And you guys need to hear about what's happening and how to take care of your boys. Yeah, good, good, good. Thank you. Boy Scout leaders, I'm going to recommend maybe you move towards the front a little bit. We have room in front if you want it. Now we're showing a presentation. Oh, one right in front of your camera.
You were centered in there, you were fine.
Right now I'm talking. Thank you, dear, for bringing those. Thank you for bringing the cups. Yeah. Nothing personal, Cheryl. We can slide this over.
I'm just gonna sit here, that way I got a better view, I don't have to turn my neck.
Kind of smell like it's yoga.
Really? Yeah, you are.
Raspberry scented yoga. Okay, why don't we bring ourselves back together again then? Thank you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask Clay Zortman, who's, I'm not sure your title, Clay, but he's going to talk to us about the Order of the Arrow. So he'll tell you what his title is and what his job is and what you can do with him, for him, what he can do for you. Clay Zortman, please, from the OA.
All right, hello everybody. Many of you probably don't recognize me, and that's okay, you will. My name's Clay Zortman, just as he said, and I'm representing the Order of the Arrow. My position is the chapter chief for the Fox River and Root River districts.
Okay, chapter chief. That's
So for those of you that don't know, just like how we have the council, the districts, and then the troops, chapters are much like districts. We have the whole OA Lodge with the Kamatha Lodge, then we have the chapters, and then the troops. So what I'm here is I'm representing our chapter to talk to you guys about some upcoming events. One of the responsibilities, and probably the most important one that the chapters have, is elections. Let's go ahead and see a raise of hands real quick. How many of you guys have scheduled an election yet for this coming year? Great. Good thing I came. So, if you guys are looking to schedule an election, I'm going to be the guy to talk to, and I have these fancy card type things for you guys to contact. I'm going to be sticking around today, so if you guys want to talk to me about any elections or how you can get involved, that would be great. I'm here to talk to you guys about that. One thing we do ask, while we do love surprise elections 2 days before, we're perfectly okay with that. As long as you guys get an election, we're good. But we like to schedule them ahead of time, so please, if you guys can schedule elections, I'll make sure to write it down, get your contact information, all that stuff, and we'll be good to go. And then the second thing we're going to talk about is one of our very first chapter volunteer opportunities. So one of the things our chapter is doing that not many other chapters have done so far is a different volunteer opportunity that's separate from a troop or from the whole lodge. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading out to South Milwaukee, just off East College Avenue, to help the Hunger Task Force build some stock boxes. And what those are used for is they put food and basic needs like shampoo and all that good stuff in them to help senior citizens in the area who need it. So it's going to be a really cool opportunity for us to get involved and get our name out in the community. I've got some flyers for you guys. I'm going to put them right over in the back for you in case you want some more information. But one thing I do ask is that if you are interested, please RSVP. We can only have about 25 people because that's how many materials they have for the volunteers. So if you guys want to come out, excellent. Just go ahead and shoot me an email and I can get you on that list. All right?
Is that pretty much for OA members? Is that the idea?
Yes.
That OA members would participate and get some service in? Hmm?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you have a troop and you have a bunch of OA people and they're looking for service, this is your shot. All right? It's going to be happening on Monday, February 9th, which I realize as of today is the next district roundtable. But if you have anybody else in your troop who's interested, February 9th from 5 to 8 p.m. is when that's going to be taking place. So I'll have that in the back if you guys are interested. And then I'll just hand out my cards again. If you guys want to schedule any elections, feel free to shoot me an email, talk to me tonight. If you want to update your email because you haven't been receiving my emails about chapter meetings, feel free to do that as well. I'll be here all day to help you guys out. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Go ahead.
Real quick, what are the basic requirements for a scout to be elected by their troop?
They have to be under the age of 21. They need to have a Scoutmaster approval. There's a certain amount of camping nights. It's 15 overnight camping trips, one of which is a long term, but that's more of a technicality than anything. And then they need to be voted in by their peers.
There's no rank requirement?
First class as well.
Okay.
So those are the requirements. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable about it. So feel free to talk to me at any point during the meeting today. I'll stick around for you guys. Any other questions?
Does anybody want a card right away while Clay's going towards the back? We'll get your
I'll
hands
just
up
start
and
handing for you guys.
Yeah, yep. Probably a good way to make sure they get in people's hands.
Sure.
Oh, okay. You have to pass them over to them as well. Nice.
There we go. While we're doing this, Jack, do you want to come on up? Anything about Klondike Derby now? Here's the chance to talk about Klondike Derby. So again, we have Jack Marshall here. We're grateful that once again he's coordinating our Klondike Derby for our district, which makes it the best darn Klondike Derby in the council, right?
All right, so we're pretty close, about less than 2 weeks away. This is my main handout for you guys today. What I'm really looking for is service volunteers. What I have left is, if you pick the green section, that's like the prayers before meals and the non-denominational service. That's pretty easy, one unit can do that. And then the rest are the cleanups, like after breakfast you kind of clear the tables off. The hardest one would be the cleanup after the Cracker Barrel on Saturday night. So if 2 units want to pair up on that one, I'll take that. There's more than enough units. The beauty of this week is this weekend is we've got 13 stations, a lot of troops. So moving the date helped, and we may even have 2 South Milwaukee or Heart of Milwaukee, excuse me. So 15 units total. And for those of you that are curious, Warren has got we have the event map in this little pack, so you can kind of see roughly where you're going to be for the events. Still working on the race locations. But in case you couldn't remember what your event station was, we got that in here so you can find your troop, figure out what it is that you signed up for maybe months ago and forgot. And then the last page, we just figured out who's going to be the race station. So on the last page, if you want to search, you can find out if you're one of the race stations. Who's my Tower of Fire? That's 316, Mr. Koss, where are you at?
Right here.
All right, you guys get to do the Lozinski run. Sorry about that, but we pick a winner for the big older guys. So you're going to be on Lozinski doing the Tower of Fire out there at the FAR station. So congratulations. We'll explain more. Come talk to Jeff and my race hands after the fact. So let me start passing this around to you guys. Try and get that all the way to the back to Lisa Marshall. Raise your hand again if we can get it back to her when you guys are done. Main thing is volunteers, and if you have any questions, I'll shut up now and you can answer. And then Jeff looks like he's got a couple things he wants to throw in too.
No, I was just going to
Yes,
go
sir.
over.
Copies of that, or are you
What's that?
sending it out?
Once I get it all filled in, I can set it up. But this, normally we would just give out at the PLC. But yeah, as soon as I fill in all the service stuff, I'll absolutely send it out for you guys. And so then check your email. Make sure I got that. A few people change on me. That the very last page is sort of like which troop contact I've got, what your event station is, or your race station, and what's your email and phone number. So make sure we're right. But yeah, I will send that out if I fill in all my colors, I'm good. Warren, you got to add anything?
Okay, I did put down where the events are during the day. If you want to get to your site and you don't think that's a good place for your event, you want to move, would you put up a sign where the original event was? Last year, some of the events were moved, and so some of the troops or patrols said they couldn't find them, but I don't know, that most of them found them. But if you do move them from where it is on the map, put up a sign.
So even better, tell us tonight and we'll move it. Because we can get it on the map, it'll be great.
There's no Cracker Barrel on Friday for
Yeah, just really the PLC and the adult leader meeting, just to go over everything, get you guys back to your cabins.
And if you guys have some troop meetings coming up where you want to start doing some meal planning, if you want to do something Friday night in your cabin, plan for that, and plan on lunch on Saturday. Breakfast will be provided and dinner will be provided.
And Cracker Barrel Saturday night. What's that? Breakfast is, I think we're having some kind of like egg casserole with sausage. And at dinner, we're going back to meatloaf by popular demand, we're going back to meatloaf. The committee basically leveraged their demand for meatloaf again, so. You're not getting picky? All right, what would you like, Mr. Gaspar? Oh my, I see if the custom chef will make you something in the back. I mean, that's what it takes to, because we're striving for 10s on our survey, darn it. We want 10s all across the board on our survey. Okay, God. Mr. Unger, you got anything you want to throw in?
Nope.
Yeah.
Who's in?
Wait, all right, Warren, sorry, Warren's got a couple more things.
Who's in, is that Rotary? Where did they break off there? No, by Scout.
Yeah.
Well, this is where they break off.
Oh, to go that way.
Yeah. Who's in, oh, you guys you're in Scout? Okay. Well, then I don't need any volunteers. 'Cause John- 506 and 539.
Online somewhere for us?
Not yet, we just
No,
made it.
The race is gonna follow.
Yeah, you're gonna get all the documents, you get them on Friday night, but if we get generous, we'll send them out early. I can send the event map out now, we have it, the race map we don't have yet.
The race will follow the similar
The
course
winners.
to last year. When it gets over to where Scout Cabin is, that's where they'll break off, and we'll send the senior division out to Lazinski, and the little guys are gonna make a turn there. Who's ever in Scout, which is gonna be 506 and 539, I'm gonna need some parents there to help direct them where they're going, if they can. So, that's the biggest confusion spot in the race, so.
Yeah, we just made the race assignments like 15 minutes ago. So if anybody's violently opposed, now's the time to tell us, and then we'll make the map. So Warren's got a couple more things, and then we'll take questions. Go ahead, Warren. Dump your bucket.
When you register on Friday, you should have 3 rosters, and they, if possible, have them for seniors, or the ages on there, so we can determine if the patrols are senior or junior. We have waited until the PLC to do that, but it's easier if most people, most troops do it when they come. And we'll have the race supply sheet. We'll send that out to you. It's probably going to be the same, pretty much the same as last year, but because
Bring a handbook. That would probably be your best thing, right?
yeah. So we'll email that out to the emails that we have on our list.
And it looks like we'll have snow. If we don't, for some reason, if we have a big warm-up, which is gonna start this weekend, and melt all the snow, be prepared to put some wheels on those sleds.
Yes, sir.
First comment, I think Warren has 539 set up right there outside of Scout Cabin with one of the stations on the race course, so we'll gladly send old guys out to Lazinski. The other thing, do we have a cutoff on the average age that we think is going to be the break point?
12 and a half.
12 and a half?
12.5, yes.
Thank you.
And it doesn't need to be the decimal point. Scott is trustworthy. Something reasonable.
12.75.
Yeah, exactly. Any other questions? Well, we'll get out of here, guys.
How many patrols do you think are running?
We usually have like 3 dozen-ish.
In the race, or in everything? Yeah, it's normally 30 or a little under, so.
Yeah, but with 15 troops.
Now we have
I think
extra troops this year, so
Yeah,
it's
so-
probably gonna be a little bit over possibly, you know.
One of the hard Milwaukee's is only one patrol size
Yeah, I think
anyway.
both of those are like one. Yeah, they're like one's 10 and one's 5.
33 at Camporee, what was it? Something like
Yeah,
that.
so it's probably similar.
It's
Yeah.
probably gonna be similar. Yep.
So if you budget for it, have at least 2 stations ready, and then budget for 30 some patrols. And if you don't have a race station, please stay open in the afternoon, because there's enough events that the boys probably won't get to all 13 stations in the morning.
What
So,
we do is we tell the scouts,
yeah, oh yeah, it's free for all, exactly, that's the way we like it.
we tell the scouts what events are going to be in the race, and tell them that the events that are in the race he won't be available in the afternoon. So they kind of,
Have a strategy for them.
yeah, do a strategy. So the ones that, the events that aren't in the race, we would like to have them open in the afternoon, and we might have to move them because you're not in the race, but you're in the race path. We've done that before. It's usually one or two that we have to move.
All right. No other questions?